What's up, you guys? This is going to be your daily tarot guidance reading for Thursday, December the 21st, 2017. So let's go ahead and tune into the collective energies for today. Or actually, it's actually Wednesday that I'm recording this. I'm recording it early, but technically Thursday's energy. Ask Divine Spirit to tune into the energy of Thursday, December the 21st. Okay, Knight of Wands. Anxious energy, huh? Okay, I'm picking up anxious energy, like wanting to get a move or wanting things to move swiftly, quickly. Okay, what is the challenge, Divine Spirit, with this energy? Okay, Ten of Swords. Definitely some anxiety, overthinking, second guessing yourself. I heard you got your hands tied. Okay, King of Wands fell out. He came out reversed, but technically he just flew out of the deck. So the King of Wands is here. Spirit's telling you to maintain this energy. Like you can temper your emotions. You can temper your overthinking, your overanalyzing for sure. Let's see. What is the focus? Yeah, Spirit wants you to approach the situation like, I got this. I got this handled. Two of Wands. Yeah, people are amped up. Like, collectively, everybody's amped up. And it could very well be because of the holiday season, the Ace of Swords. Could definitely be. The King of Cups at the bottom. Alright, so, could definitely be about, I don't want to say love, like, just love. But it could just definitely be matters of the heart, relationships to others, trying to temper and balance our emotions out. So the Knight of Wands is like, you want something to move fast, or you are moving fast with something. Like I said, it could be the holidays. Like, okay, I got this on my list, because I'm kind of getting that with the Ten of Swords. Like, okay, I got to pick this up at the store. I haven't got wrapping paper. I don't know if so-and-so, when I got to pick them up from the airport, or when I have to be at the airport. It's like all of this stressful energy. And if it's not that, you know, because that is matters of the heart. That's, you know, family, holiday season, all of that. Making sure your kids and all of that, whatever, your parents, your family, whatever. But it could also be other things such as like, okay, I know that I got to do this. Like, you're so antsy. And it could be because there is something you need to make a decision on, but I'll get into that in a little bit. But like I said, with the Ten of Swords is your challenge. It's a lot of overthinking, and your thoughts are like overdrive to the point where you just want to rest. You feel literally tired. You feel physically tired, or you are energetically tired, and you just want to just take a step back or take a breather. And it could also be that Spirit has been telling you that there's something that you need to communicate, you need to express, and you know exactly what that is, but for some reason you're overthinking it too much. It's like, okay, well, I know I need to, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but this is what I'm hearing. I need to tell my boss that I'm not coming back next year. Like, this is my last year with the company. I'm hearing that. And you're overthinking it. Like, okay, what if this happens? Like, what if I lose my house? Like, you're thinking, like, out there, like, crazy stuff. And it could also be other things, but I just get, like, your mind is, like, just running, like, wheels are spinning, and it's like the wheels get locked, and you're just tired. You just want to rest. And that's your challenge, because there's a part of you that does want to move, go, 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 and there may be a slight, like, energy where some of you just want to rest. You don't want this, or you want something to happen, but you're not acting on it, or you're not communicating something, or you're not making up your mind. You're being indecisive about something, more than likely. With the King of Wands, this is how Spirit wants you to approach this energy. Again, approaching the situation knowing that, like, I got this. Like, okay, let me just relax. Let me slow down a little bit. I'm a little too excited. I'm a little too anxious, or I'm a little too stressed out. Gun-ho. Like, let me just chill for a second. And with the King of Wands, even when he's under pressure, you'll never know it. It's like he's got it handled. He's on top of things. He's in charge of things. So it's like you can put on this like, and even here with the fire, it's like you can transmute this energy. You see that fire pit right there? Like, you can transmute it. Some of you guys need to do some energy clearing. I'm getting like transmute the energy. Like some of you guys can do, if you have fireplaces or you guys have a fire pit somewhere safe, you can write down a list of things that you wish to release and let go of before the end of the year. I am seeing like a lot of fire. Majority of your cards are fire. And then the other two are air. So there's a lot of thinking. It could also be communication. We are at the tail end of Mercury retrograde, which ends technically on the 22nd, which is Friday. With the Two of Wands is your focus. Needing to decide, it's like decisions, okay? Do I do this first? Do I go to the store first? Do I pick up my mom from the airport? Do I do this? Do I do that? Do I buy this gift first? And it could be other things. It could be something a little more, I feel like spiritual. Like you're being guided to take action or something and you're being a little bit indecisive about it. Like, should I do this or should I do that? Some of you are wondering, like, if I do this, then how is this going to change? How is this going to shift things? So it's like you're trying to figure out, like, what you have the key. So it's like you have the knowing, you have the go-ahead, you have the green light. But it's like, which box do I unlock? Which one holds the key to everything? Or the treasure, which treasure box holds my actual treasure? The things that I feel like I want or the things that I feel like I'm supposed to have. And you haven't taken the action steps towards that yet, obviously, for some of you. With the Ace of Swords, okay? Clarity of the mind. I kind of feel like Spirit is telling you how to handle this energy or how to handle a specific situation, wherever it may be. And it's definitely in the matters of the heart with the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And it's something that you've decided within your heart or you stand firm within your heart or something you carry as an important thing, whether, you know, because otherwise these treasure boxes wouldn't be here if there was something that you didn't feel like was important to you, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So instead of using the Romance Angels for our love energy, I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot for the heart cards as our love energy reading for today. Okay, so let's see where the love energy stands for Thursday, December the 21st, 2017, Divine Spirit. What is the energies? Let's see. Okay. Yep. What did I tell? Oh my God. I kind of, but it's Two of Wands. Like, even though it has nothing to do with the Lovers, I kind of picked up the Lovers vibe. But here's the Lovers. It's the Love card in this deck. With the throat chakra, like I said, there's something about communication. You guys might have to make a decision about something that you love or someone you love or about love. Like I said, like a job could be something you love. Like I said, I don't know where that scenario came from, so maybe it will resonate with somebody out there. Okay, dedicated effort is your approach. Okay, observe, which is the Hanged Man. Okay, balance, which is the Temperance. So we got 3 major arcana cards. Technically 4, with the Confront card at the bottom. That's the Moon card in this deck. So overall energy when it comes to matters of the heart is communication. And like I said, we're at the tail end of Mercury retrograde. So anything that needs to be addressed, Spirits, like, hey, time is now. I really feel like, because everybody has this spookism about Mercury retrograde being like this fuck up energy, like it just ruins your technology, it messes up your travel plans, everybody just communicates all crazy, like you don't get what I'm saying, and so therefore we're arguing, fuck you, excuse my language, but that's what I'm getting. But it's not like that, at least not this time around. Like with this energy, I really feel like this is Spirit with this alarm code, like, okay, we're at the tail end of the year and I need you to get whatever out. Whatever you need to communicate, whether this is like you're on a YouTube platform and you need to make an announcement, do it. Or you need to tell somebody, hey, you know, that really hurt me and I've held it in since I was 12. Who gives a damn? Like if you're being guided to share something with somebody or just admit something to yourself, whatever it is that you're being guided to communicate, now is the time. This communication needs to happen. With the number 5, I know it represents the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra, but it's about something shifting. Whatever we're communicating, it needs to happen right now. Things would not be coming up to the surface right now if they didn't need to be addressed. The thing that I've learned about Mercury retrograde is it's not that it just messes everything up. It's like it's only causing chaos if you didn't handle it while Mercury was in direct. So, like, for instance, I don't know if I've said this before, but like I was guided for like 2 years to update my phone. Like, I had a raggedy iPhone. Like, I broke off a headphone piece in my phone, and for like a whole year I was using speakerphone to talk to people the whole time. Like, that's so stupid. I could have just paid to get it fixed. But finally, like, my phone just crashed, and I just kept having to get, instead of getting that fixed, like, it would be like, oh, it's just the battery. So I would get a new battery instead of getting a whole new phone, until finally, like, it was Mercury retrograde. Like, that day, it was Mercury retrograde, and my phone just fell on the floor like this and shattered too. I couldn't even use it. Like, some people can break the screen of their phones and still use it, but with me, it was like, no, my phone is gone. So I had to get a whole new phone, and obviously then I could talk on the phone. So it's like Spirit's telling you, like, hey, my mom, like, speaking of technology, like, my mom, just like a couple weeks ago, before Mercury, like a few days before Mercury went retrograde, she had her phone at the counter at the store, and some lady snagged her phone when she walked out. So, but the funny thing was, when she called her phone company to turn her phone off or whatever, come to find out that her replacement phone that got stolen, her old phone was the deadline to turn that old phone in was that day her phone got stolen. So that's how Mercury retrograde works. But right now, I feel like if there's things that are left unsaid, or if there's things that you know that you need to say right now, please do it. The challenge with this is that there's a major decision when it comes to the matters of the heart. You might be afraid of breaking somebody's heart by telling them something, because I'm getting like something about 12 years old. Something happened to you at 12 years old, and you're afraid to share it with somebody because you're afraid it's going to break their heart. Yeah, I'm not going to get too deep into that, but I feel like it's something personal to somebody, and you want to share it with your family or your mother or something, and you're afraid that it's going to shatter their heart if you tell them the truth. Others, that might be the same scenario. You have to tell somebody something, or it could simply be that you want to declare your love for something or somebody, or you just got to make a mind over heart decision in the matters of the heart. You got to use your logic, or you just have to just trust what you're being guided to do. And it's hard because you know when the Lovers card comes up, it's not always about soulmates and life partners and twin flames. It's about life decisions. It's like you come, like the Lovers represents that soul thing. You come across that one thing that speaks to your soul, and it's like, this is uncomfortable for me because I have to either decide this, or do I just move on without it, or do I go backwards? Because it's like the Fool meets the Lover. So it's like, do I take this lover with me onto my path? Because I know it's not going to be easy. I started this by myself, or I got other things in life that I had planned, and I didn't plan to stop off and fall in love with this career, fall in love with this person, or fall in love with this city, and I might have to make some sort of decision. These are not just mundane choices or decision, even though the Two of Wands is kind of, kind of a itsy bitsy type of, like, kind of just take a step towards making a change or decision. But the Lovers is like an ultimate decision that you have to make from your heart, but using your head, because it's ruled by Mercury. Again, Mercury, Gemini. This is the sign of Gemini, the Lovers card, which is ruling planet Mercury. Again, you need to make a decision. With 8 of dedicated effort, this is the 8 of Pentacles. So this is the focus energy, or the suggested approach energy. So there's something that you've been prepping and planning for, and Spirit's telling you now is the time that you follow your heart. Because I feel like there's a lot of procrastination with the Pentacles sometimes. Like, it's kind of like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll just do it itsy bits, you know, because I'm a Taurus, so I know. Even though the Eight of Pentacles is Virgo. So it's kind of like you feel like you have to perfect something before you do something. And Spirit is like, okay, what else? Like, this is funny. Okay, so it's like he's painted a picture of a couple. And it's like, just imagine him saying, like, I'm almost done. I'm not done yet. Like, why are you worried about the borders? Like, the portrait's done. But you're just like, look, but let me just put some little spank on it. Let me just put a little extra sparkle on the portrait. I'm already done with the bigger picture, but let me just add some extra. And it's just like, that's unnecessary. Like, you're just playing games. You're procrastinating. You don't need to do that. The portrait's already done. So whatever it is that you've been prepping and planning for, you've already got it decided, but you're just like dragging your feet on it. Let's be real. So Spirit's telling you, I feel like to put the paintbrush down. The Nine of Pentacles is like, you need to go ahead and put yourself out there. Your pentacles are already blossomed. You need to go outside and see that right now and stop sitting up here procrastinating and waiting on something, because it's already done. The Observe card is your focus, which is the Hangman. So Spirit's telling you with your focus is like, you are going to have to look at things from all angles, but at the same time with a different consciousness. It can't be, okay, well, if I tell my boss I'm leaving, the automatic thing we're going to think of is they're going to start screaming at us, they're going to start cussing us out, or they're going to make us feel guilty, or whatever. That's the first thought. But just say, like, you tell your boss, you know what, this is the last year that I'm going to be with the company. How do you know that they're not going to be like, I understand, you know, I wish you the best of luck and whatever. How do you know they're not going to celebrate with you or support you on that? But the first thing we go to is like, if I tell this person that when I was 12 years old, I lost my virginity, let's just say, for example, my mom was going to be like, oh my God, but what if they understand? What if it's a whole different other scenario? It's like we go to that first program, and that's another thing. It's like we got to reprogram our minds from jumping to conclusions and it's supposed to look like this, and sometimes these scenarios don't even happen. So it's like you got to look at everything from a different space, really look at it, and from a balanced place, because this looks like chakras. So it could be that you got to balance out your chakras. This is the longest daily tarot reading. I'm not even done with the rest of the reading, but daily reading, but could be that you need to balance your chakras too, because I'm getting the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the solar, and the sacral is all out of whack because you're afraid to speak your truth. You're afraid to follow your heart. You're not confident in it. You're not following your passion. And it's like Spirit is telling you, look at this from a different space. Why are you? It's nobody else that's holding. It's like you're judging yourself from a third party energy. It's like you're putting yourself in the shoes of your boss and then trying to project that energy onto yourself. Like, my boss would think this. My mom would think this. If I told this person that I was in love with them, they're going to think. Like, you're putting yourself in their shoes and you don't even know what what their response is going to be. So that's the twisted thing about it. So it's like you really need to shift out of this and look at it from a higher perspective for real. The conclusion is balance, which is the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius. We're in Sagittarius season, but not for long. If we're not in Capricorn, yeah, we'll be in Capricorn soon. So, still in Sagittarius energy at this point. So I feel like what this energy is trying to do is, I feel like it's time for something to come together. It's time for you to come into balance. It's like this balance energy is symbolized in 2018, which breaks down number 2, the year of the 2 as they call it, or the balance, the partnership energy. Whether that partnership be unity within yourself, because the divine masculine and feminine principles is also within us. It's not always just about another person or a romantic situation. It's finding harmonious energy within the self, finding balance within the self. So once you do whatever it is that you're being guided to do, it's going to bring about a balance within you, regardless of the outcome of the situation. It may even bring people together. Hence number 5, crown chakra, number 5. So 1 and 4 is just number 5. So it's going to bring about a shift and change. It's going to bring about stability, okay? That's what I'm getting. Whether that be within the self and with others too, or just simply within the self. It is what it is. But it's all for a divine purpose, and you have to face this. You're not going to be able to pass this up. Especially if this is things from your childhood, you're not going to be able to heal that inner child until you communicate or until you're real and express this with somebody. Or you're not going to be able to move to the next phase until you face this door. It's like Spirit's going to force you into it, I feel. Like some of you guys might have to be pushed into it, or it's going to bug the hell out of you until you have no choice but to just do it. Okay. So I'm going to ask Divine Spirit for whatever it is that you guys have a question about. I'm going to pull 3 cards. So if you have 3 questions or 1 or 2 questions, however many questions you have, I'm going to ask you to meditate on those questions or question. And I'm going to pull 3 Angel Answers cards for you. And then I'm going to reveal the trivia question. Okay, Divine Spirit. Okay. So card number 1, for those who feel guided to choose card number 1, what is the answer to their question? At this space and time, Divine Spirit, ask for highest guidance and highest truth and clarity in the most loving and truthful, honest way. Divine Spirit, thank you. Okay. Card number 2, for those who feel guided to choose card number 2, what is the answer to their question, Divine Spirit? Okay. Card number 3. What is the answer to their question? Okay. Actually, I don't feel guided for that one. That one kind of... Okay. Alright. Alright, so just meditate for a moment and think of the question that you would like to ask. Okay? And what you want the answer to. Alright, so card number 1, what is the answer to your question? It says there's something better. Okay? So whatever it is that you're asking the question to, it's like there's something better that Spirit wants to offer you or that's coming. So kind of just be open to a better outcome, pretty much. Just be open-minded to what else it could be. Don't be so fixated on something specific or it having to be a certain way. Don't worry about it, pretty much, is what Spirit's telling you. And this is a beautiful card, by the way. Don't look at my dusty nails. Alright, card number 2. Your answer is unlikely. Okay. Yeah, so whatever it is, it's unlikely. Like, whether it be temporarily unlikely or just not ever. But Spirit's saying it's not likely. But it's also this energy of surrender. Her hands are open. So they're just trying to tell you to surrender. Okay. So as far as like third question or answer, it says you're ready. So Spirit's telling you you're ready for whatever it is that you've asked for. And again, it's everybody has their hands open pretty much. Except for this card. She has something in her hands. But everybody's like, this is a surrender, and then this is, her hands are like this, so she's open to receive. So Spirit's telling you that you're ready for whatever it is that you're asking for, or you're ready to receive it, or you need to prepare yourself to receive it. Because whatever it is, it's ready, and it's just a matter of you being open to it and being receptive, okay? Or whatever it is that you feel like you're ready for. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. So yep, that is the energy reading or tarot insight daily reading. So the trivia question, which will put you in up for the trivia question or whatever, or up for the free live reading. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. The free live reading for Friday. yeah, so whoever is the first to comment the correct answer is the winner, and I will contact you on my own. Okay, so my trivia question for today is, according to scientists, how old is planet Earth? Okay, so according to scientists, how old is planet Earth? Whoever is the first to comment the correct answer is the winner. I will hit you up, and yeah, we'll go from there, and then that free live reading will be up on Friday. So much love to you guys as always. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next reading,